Let's figure out how to go out and collect data in surveys. If you pull up Google Drive, you're going to see the Create button. And if you go down to Form, you can create a new survey, a new Google form. On the link that comes up, we need to give it a title and choose a theme. You can choose the default or do something exciting like fish. Hit OK. It takes you to this page where you can start creating your questions. One thing I always recommend is unchecking the require the login. Let's hit OK. And by not requiring a login, it makes it easier to give your survey, especially if you're going to be giving it walking around on an iPad or other device. Your title here, you can change that at any time, and then you have your questions. So what is your favorite color? You type in your question, and if you have a complicated question, you might have some extra text down below, but you have to choose your type of question. So you have text and paragraph text are very open-ended. You can type anything. Multiple choice and choose from a list, these two down here. You know what multiple choice are. You get to select from so many options. Checkboxes are the same as multiple choice, except you're allowed to check multiple options. So if you said what are your favorite colors, you would want to use checkboxes instead of the multiple choice or a list where you only get to pick one. Scale and grid are both choosing one option. So let's say like a 1 to 5 scale, rank how much you liked your service, 1 to 5. And a grid is similar, except you can have multiple questions layered in. And then the date and time are things you probably won't use as often. And I will go over more advanced features for some of that later. Once you have your entire survey built, if you click on View Responses, it'll pull up a summary page. I'm just going to pull up a different survey here for an example that has some data in it. But you'll see that if you do scale questions, you have this histogram / bar graph. I would say it's a little bit more of a bar graph. Some pie charts for your categorical questions. You'll see some bar graphs like this, sideways bar graphs. And then for all your open response, you have just text here. Back to your questions, if you were to click Done and you were to click View Live Form, it's going to pull up what your form would look like to other people, and it will actually be operational. So if I were to check that and hit Submit, it would save that data and record it, and then I could go back, view my responses, and I would see that data in my spreadsheet right there. So it keeps track of all of it in a spreadsheet. It also keeps track of it on the summary page, and we'll go into the details of that in a little bit.